MotorWeek is made possible by Lucas Oil, Auto Value and Bumper to Bumper, and TireRack.com.
When Kia built the EV6, they didn't just hit a home run. They tore the laces off the ball and sent it into the parking lot. Its striking style, versatility, and driving performance have it firmly in the running for some of the industry's most prestigious awards. But for 2023, the South Korean brand is going for broke with this high-performance EV6 GT. With a model like this, some debauchery is expected. Fittingly, Kia invited us to Las Vegas for a first drive. As hard as it may be, the EV6 GT is not to be confused with the EV6 GT line. So what separates this GT from the GT line? Well, only a couple hundred horsepower and a host of go-fast goodies. Before exploring the limits of the EV6 GT's performance prowess at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, we took the scenic route. On the smooth, sweeping corners inside Lake Mead State Park, the GT felt confident and settled. In fact, me and my driving partner had to remind ourselves that it's technically an SUV. Even in its softest setting, the suspension is noticeably tighter than that of MotorWeek's long-term EV6, but certainly acceptable for daily use. For your daily driving pleasure, the three standard drive modes of Eco, Normal, and Sport all carry over, but in the GT there's even more. Pressing this green button on the lower right-hand side of the steering wheel immediately unlocks peak performance, which is best experienced on a racetrack. So first and foremost, I feel like I have to give a bit of a disclaimer on the EV6 GT. I'm not sure what some people are thinking. I know going into this, I just thought it was a faster version of the EV6. But this is like a legit performance step up to the point where these sport bucket seats are really not for the faint of heart. They feel good on the racetrack right now, but on the street I noticed that they really didn't offer a ton of support. So that's something you should note if you're getting into this car. Then of course there's 576 horsepower, and it's just like right there, ready to roll, man. It's legit power. Going to GT mode, there it is. Noticeable power difference there going into GT mode. Ooh, yeah. The tail is definitely happy. A lot of the power goes to those rear wheels. It is all-wheel drive, but more power can be sent to the rears. It's very easy to control with that back end coming out. The brakes do seem to have less bite when you're trying to come down from higher speeds. I mean, this is not a light vehicle. Brakes are larger than they are on a standard EV6. Calipers are 4 pistons up front and painted lime green all around. The most obvious GT giveaway on an otherwise subtly modified exterior design. The wheels measure 21 inches and they're wrapped in Z-rated Goodyear Eagle F1 rubber, with the rears benefiting from an electronic limited slip differential. And if you really don't try to induce that oversteer, the LSD will grip and rip out of a corner just like this. There it goes. But if you are looking to induce oversteer, Kia has included HDM, or hidden drift mode, which can send up to 100% of torque to the rear wheels. I mean, I'm not gonna call this like a legit track animal, but it is fun out here. I can't stop doing that. I mean, remember, this is 576 horsepower, 545 pound-feet of torque, so we're not talking about something that you can just throw around the track and not really care about. You gotta have some skill driving this thing. The EV6 GT weighs almost 4,800 pounds, and while it doesn't ride traditional SUV high, it doesn't sit hot hatch low, so even though it is more than capable on a road course, performance maneuvers like trail braking can get a little dicey if you're not careful. Luckily, the EV6 GT is just as fun in a straight line. There we go. We're off. Dude, there's 60 already. 80, 85, 90. Dude, this thing pulls. all the way down the track. 120 and I'm still pulling down the track, which is not usually what you do in an EV. That is fast. That is a fast car. No 0 to 60 times were recorded, but Kia listed at 3.4 seconds. But there is a trade-off. The EV6 GT is EPA rated at 206 miles of driving range, almost 50 fewer miles than the 2023 GT line with all-wheel drive. It does, however, benefit from the same fast charging capabilities. A 350 kilowatt fast charger can take the battery from 10 to 80% state of charge in as little as 18 minutes. Kia says it'll make somewhere between 2,000 to 2,500 EV6 GTs for 2023. Not a ton, so there is some exclusivity there. Arriving in dealers now, the GT stickers for $62,695 after destination. And we'll have plenty more on the EV6 GT and others right here on MotorWeek.